Or you're gonna have to go.
Hey sweet gang, it's your girl Rochelle coming to you with another video. In this video, I am doing an update cleaning method on how to clean your apples. Alright, this is going to be a simple simple technique. It works for me. I've been wanting to update my video from when I first put my first cleaning method video on here. But this is a simple way, instead of transferring the apples from the pod to the water. Simple step that I follow is what I'm going to show you in this video. If you are new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, leave a comment in the comment section below, and we're just going to get right into this video. All right, so what I have before you is a 3-quart pot with some water in it that I have brought to a boil, and I got 3 apples that I'm going to demonstrate. I have a nice towel here, and I have a big spoon that I'm going to use that collects the apples and let the water drip right through this spoon. All right, so it's just simple. What you want to pay attention to is when you're getting your apples, you want to make sure that you inspect your apples. Even if you get them in a case, make sure there's no nicks, no cuts, or that they're mushy on your apple. You want to make sure you destem your apple, and you want to make sure you take the stickers off. All right? It's very important that you inspect your apples. It don't make sense to clean your apples if you have any nicks or cuts in them, because if you're preparing them to dip in a candy mixture, then you will get bubbles. All right, so let's get right into dipping and cleaning our apples. All right, so after they're been destemmed and you have checked them, you want to put your apples in the pot 3 at a time. You don't want to put a bunch of apples in the boiling water, because it only takes 6 to 10 second count that you leave them in there and you rotate them. Even when you have your apples, the other 2 apples that's still in there, they're in there just a little longer, but they will be fine. But you want to make sure you do a certain amount at a certain time to make sure you gather them and bring them out the boiling water. And let me go ahead and demonstrate that to you. So I'm going to add 3 apples. All right. And just turning it, and you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you want to go longer, go ahead and take it to 10, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, as you're taking out your apple, you want to go ahead and put it in a nice big towel. I put all 3 in a nice towel, gathering it and wiping them completely. Okay? So as they come out, I'm wiping them completely dry. Completely dry. This will prevent the white residue from coming on your apple. So wiping them as soon as they come out of the hot water, and then you place them in your area so they can sit for 48 hours. All right? All right, so once you have removed your apples out the pot, make sure they're in an area that they will sit for the 48 hours, and make sure that they are completely wiped off. You don't have to dip them in water, and you just let them sit for 48 hours. In that 48-hour period, you're going to start seeing your apple turn brown, and that's okay. Your apple will still be fresh. Apple still is hard and firm No mushy, no nothing. We still have a good apple after you have dipped. All right? Okay? So remember, let your apple sit for 48 hours. In that 48-hour process, you're going to experience some sticky residue that's going to be coming through the apple. That's the moisture, like sap, that is pushing out the apple. And once that comes out on your second day, you want to take a damp cloth, all right, and just wipe it off. Just clean it off, and then take a towel or a paper towel and dry it off. So you damp it to dry, wipe off the sap, and then you take a towel to dry it off. All right? But by the time you take that damp towel and you're cleaning off the sap and you have set the apple down, it will get dry, but you want to make sure that your apples are completely dry before you dip. When you get ready to prepare your apples on the second day after the 48 hours is up, go ahead and put the stem in your apple that second day. Go ahead and put your straw in the apple. All right? When you pierce inside of the apple, whichever end you're going to use for dipping, you can do it the regular way or you can do it upside down. Just remember, there is leakage after you pierce the stick into the apple. You want to make sure that is completely wiped away and dry. This will prevent the little bubble from coming around the stick area. All right. This method and process is simply for apples that you want to achieve a bubble-free method. You want to give your customer a good, clean, and pretty decorative apple. All right. It's a lot of different methods out there. This is one I've always used and go by, and it works well for me. Remember, you do what works for you. This cleaning method has been used by so many different people, and I just encourage you to do 3 apples at a time if you're using a 3-quart pot. If you're using a bigger pot and putting more apples in that pot, you're risking on having your apples in a little bit too longer. So you just want to pay attention to that as well. During the process, 48 hours, the apples are really good and will last for a week after you clean them. I say no longer than a week, because if they sit any longer, then you're going to end up having breakdown. I'm going to show you an apple here. You're going to have breakdown around this area and around this area. This apple I have let sit for a week, and I'm going to cut into this apple and show you. This apple have been cleaned and still is hard, and as you see, the discoloration of the apple. Okay, and what I'm going to do is just simply cut into this apple. That has been sitting for, I think it's been sitting for more than it's been like a week and 3 days. Apple is still fresh after it has been cleaned. All right. Still have a crunch. I'm even gonna bite into it for you. Still good. So just remember, when cleaning your apples, to allow yourself time for preparation. and allow yourself time to dip before you have your order that is due. Okay? All right, sweet peeps. After you have dipped and cleaned your apples, your pot is going to develop a white residue that's going to be around and make a ring around your pot. To simply clean that from your pot, you want to take a little bit of hand sanitizer and a scrub brush and apply the hand sanitizer to your brush and just start cleaning it out to get that white residue out of there, and then add some dish soap. Taking the dish soap, put it in the center of your brush, and then just work that on in really good. Sometimes if you have used the pot over time, you may need a scrub brush, something a little stronger like a Brillo pad, to scrub that residue out. And that is just simply build up wax from the apple that you have cleaned. So after you have did the hand sanitizer and the dish soap, you're ready to go ahead and clean your pot. That is very important, and some good information to give you, to let you know how easy it is to clean out your pot. I would recommend that you have a pot for cleaning and a pot for dipping your candy apples. It makes it convenient and it works out better for you when you are creating different designs. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. If you have enjoyed this simple tutorial of my updated cleaning method, please give a thumbs up for this video and subscribe to this channel if you are new to my channel. I thank you all for tuning in, and once again, it's your girl Ro, about to go, and I'll definitely see y'all in the next video.